does who someone cheat with make a difference? Does it? Does who?
No.
Is it just cheating is cheating?
In reality, I have no idea. I probably could react completely differently. In theory, in my head, and this is not permission, by the way, if you're watching at home, Gary, if there was a one-night stand scenario abroad on a business trip and...
He's booking the flights!
I know.
He's on the phone!
And we've got children, I'd think, is that enough to completely pull the rug from under my children's lives? But an affair, no.
So, OK, so a one-night stand. So what about he's away on a business meeting, it's a Friday night, he's a bit drunk, and then Saturday they're still at the hotel and then it turns into Saturday
See, this
night.
is all in theory. In practice, I'd probably kick him out immediately. But that, in my head, that's how I...
Yeah.
For me, an affair where they're texting each other and making liaisons behind my back, the deceit would just eat me up.
Whereas a mistake...
I'd become somebody I wouldn't want to be.
Mistake and planned.
But it's not... one-night stand is not a mistake, is it?
No.
It's still planned.
Well, it is.
In a way, you kind of know what you're going out to do, don't you?
Not if you're,
not
grown up.
really.
If it's one night or it's an affair, it's still wrong. And
I know,
it would be done.
But you could make a mistake with a one-night stand.
I'd want to
Not
know
having...
every
You
second
don't
of the
accidentally
sex.
fall
you
into
fell
bed
into
with
it.
someone.
You fell
Well, no,
off,
you
fell
didn't.
there.
No, like you didn't plan. No, you didn't.
go.
You didn't plan. No, like you didn't plan
they're
to go
out.
out.
What a mistake.
You didn't plan to go out and be unfaithful, like Jane says, you know, you're away on a business trip, everyone's giddy, everyone's had too much to drink, da-da-da-da. That kind of a scenario is not the same, I think, as somebody, say, that the person's worked with, they've viewed, they've thought about it, they've planned it, they've taken them out to dinner. There is a difference.
But then could you carry on your relationship?
I have no idea. This is all theory. I have no idea.
What about you, Denise?
No idea.
I think cheating is cheating, regardless of who it's with, whatever age or...
Would you finish with Eddie if you had a one-night stand?
If Eddie had a one-night stand, yeah, I would finish with him.
Yeah.
Because for me, the trust has gone. So I think any relationship, if you're with two
But if
people
you
at
have
the same
3
time,
children
regardless,
under the age of 6 with that person, because you're sort of...
Yeah, I know, but I'd still... For me, the relationship has broken down. I don't think you should stay in something. I've actually got a friend who has stayed in a relationship with someone who has cheated on her several times. And unless you can actually get through it by never mentioning it, but every time they have an argument, it gets brought up. So they're not... Both of them are not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way, because I think that staying together, even though you've got 3 children, as you say, under 6, I don't think I'd be showing them what a real relationship would be like. I'd be sitting there resentful all the time, you know, constantly checking the phone. I don't think I could ever let it go.
I think it's down to the individual, isn't it? Because I've got some friends where he did have an affair and she forgave him, and I think now they're the happiest they've ever been. You know, they're
I
really
think if you
strong.
could work through it and you know it's never going to happen again, but really, would it always...
I think
I would work
It would
through it.
always
If
be in the
not
back
had
of your
an
mind,
affair,
though, wouldn't it?
I'd work through it.
But it would always be in the back of your mind?
I think if 2 people are strong enough and the love is there, maybe you need to get some therapy or something, and that the person who cheated is incredibly remorseful.
Yes.
Then if you've got the children,
yeah.
then maybe there is a chance. Then maybe there is a chance.
You know,
I mean, I couldn't.
I know Mark so well, and we've got so much, we've been through so much, to just throw it all away for something, say, if it was an accidental night, or even a show. Do you know what?
Accidental.
No, but you know what? Do you know what? He's day by day, one day at a time, he's been sober for 15 years, and that's a gargantuan thing to do in this world where everyone is obsessed with alcohol. And for me, it would be worse, I think, if he drank than if he had an affair. And I think it's just grades of mistakes, isn't it? It's really easy to just say, well, I judge you and I throw everything away because of that. But there's so many different reasons why somebody might... I mean, you know, there's some stats here, 10% of expectant fathers cheat on their partners at some point during pregnancy. Now, straight away, oh, my God, that's absolutely disgusting, or even after somebody's had a baby.
I have to say.
But, playing devil's advocate, if you think about it, well, certainly when I think about myself, when I had my baby, I was deranged, I was deluded, I had my boobs out with something hanging off it, and it was never him. He was never going to see them again, you know, and he was just, you know, he was just on the back burner. Now, he was a really good, solid man that just stayed with that. And I can imagine that for some men, if they haven't even bonded with that child, they might feel really isolated and could easily fall into the arms of another, would that be the time to then go, well, you've done that, that's it, it's over?
Well, then you're not thinking about the child that you've brought into the world, are you?
Or your wife.
That's just selfish.
Who is perfect?
Yeah.
Relationships are so hard.
Perfect, but that to me is like it's a no. And especially if your wife is going through that, you just had a baby, that you should be more for them. You know, the wife needs extra attention, you've got the child there, you can't be going
But don't you
accidentally
find-
falling into an
But
affair.
when you think about when you had a child, wasn't it the biggest shock of your life? Wasn't it just like nothing like you'd expected? Like it certainly was for me.
Yeah.
And I think men are sort of on the outside edge of it. God, it sounds like I'm trying to get all men to go and have affairs. I'm not. I'm just saying.
I think it depends on the man, because when I had Grace, Gary was so in love with Grace and you know, having a baby. He almost kind of looked at me as this kind of amazing person that was looking after this amazing baby.
But then you were blessed. If you're not blessed, and that, I mean, a friend of mine who had his second baby said, I didn't bond at all with that baby. He said, out of duty, I'm doing everything I can, but I have no feelings for that baby. Imagine that, and you're outside of that. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know where I've gone with that. Don't anyone go and have an affair, OK?
Yeah, never.